Please join me on YT. I want to start getting going live on there, right? So if you are able to um, follow me on there and subscribe, okay, and also tap into my lives, that would be great, okay. So I need all my TikTok followers to what is going on down here? Okay, I need all of my TikTok uh, followers, right, to make sure that you are following me on, you know what? Okay, so what does it say? Those that need email, Nikki, it is yes. Okay. I keep forgetting. Can I get my words of affirmations? Yes, please email me. Okay. Please email me. Okay, so y'all tap that screen, right? Thank you guys so much. There's somebody that just joined. Thank you so much. Okay. Please, if you have multiple YT channels, subscribe on all of them, okay? Because your girl needs to get her followers up. All right. I need to get my followers up. Okay, so let's get back to these support groups, right? Say you went through trauma in your marriage and now you're in a divorce support group, right? I'm a divorce survivor, I'm a divorce whatever, okay? When you continue to latch on to that, we all gonna win. Thank you so much, little Mark. I love that. Mwah! Okay. When we are focused on that support group and the name, which is divorce survivor or divorce group, right? You are relating and identifying with this new group, right? So if you want to start a new chapter in your life, you think you're going to get there by identifying with this group, this support group, this I'm an abuse survivor. I go to a support group. You know, the name of our group is Abuse Survivors Group, whatever. You get what I'm saying? So you have to be mindful even of these groups, right? Why? Because you're claiming this title, you're claiming it and taking it along with you in your new chapter. Okay. If you had a divorce, if you had trauma around your relationship and you got a divorce, right? And you would like to move forward with your relationship, right? And you would like to create a happy, loving, successful marriage, right? A new one. You think you're going to get there by now joining a divorce group and being around that type of energy? You should be focused on what you do desire, not continuing that old story, that old programming with you in your new chapter. Okay. This is how you change your life, by changing your story and what you identify with. Okay. Yes, it is labeling. So again, trauma survivor group, okay? Trauma survivor group or healing group. Which one would you want to be a part of? Right? Which one would you want to be a part of? Absolutely the healing group. It only makes sense, right? So we have to be so mindful of what we focus on. It is so important that we are mindful of what we focus on, okay, when we are out here creating. So if I were to sit up here and talk about trauma for a damn hour, because as long as I be yapping, oh no, baby, that wouldn't work. I'm just here creating trauma for free for y'all. Hell to the no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not even, no, I'm going to be creating trauma in my own damn life if I sat up here and did that. So, what do I focus on? I focus on the positive, the change that I know that we can accomplish, right? That's what I like to focus on. Because why you think our name is Winner Circle? The proof is in even our name, the Winner Circle, our slogan. We are all winning, right? We are all winning. Everything that I say, I'm telling you, by this point, because I've been studying this stuff for so long, I am so mindful about everything. And I try to be every single thing in my life. The words that I use, the way that I talk, the way that I think. I told you now, shit, thoughts only have, you got about 2 seconds, baby, to be up in this head rent free. You got to be paying me to be up in this head. Okay? You got to be paying me. All right? You're not just up in this head for no reason. So, when we have that much self-discipline and self-control, right? We will see it reflected in our lives. I tell you, I can walk in anybody's life and tell you what they think about. You can too. You walk in anybody's life. Take a look. Take a look around. Look at what they're going through. It's a reflection of the internal world. It's a reflection of the internal world. How they think, how they speak. Ain't no lying about it. Ain't no getting around about it. Right? Can't fake it. It is what it is. The proof is in the pudding. Most certainly in the pudding. Right? So, we talked about the different ways to heal, right? And then also, like, I'm working on this course, this identity shifting course, right? I must throw in there in my notes this emphasizing, identity shifting. Okay. Like piggybacking off of the support group, you cannot continue to identify, right? You can't continue to identify with the thing that you do not desire. So, identity shifting entails you taking on a whole new persona, right? This course is going to be very in depth and detailed, right? On how to change your entire identity, not illegally, right? Your identity, your persona, right? To accomplish your goals. Because people do it all the time. You think back now on when you were in middle school and how you used to wear your hair, right? How, the clothes you used to wear. Have you not shifted? Are you still the same person? Can you look at your middle school pictures, your high school pictures, and be like, oh, yeah, that's still me. I would wear that. Oh, that's dope. I mean, come on now, right? You have done identity shifting over the years. I know that when I was younger, I had my little things that I did. Sometimes I felt like being a tomboy, other times I felt like being girly. So and so. I'm hippie, but yet I still like, nice things sometimes. So of course we have these different identities within us, right? I put on my mommy cap when I need to be mommy. When I need to be CEO, I'm CEO. When I need to be the teacher, I'm the teacher, right? I have these different roles that I play. You do too. It's tapping into that magic, that power, right? And then allowing yourself to live from that perspective. That's how you create. That is the key to creation. Lakita says, somewhat. Let me read and see what else. Healing somewhat. What else went along with your comment, Lakita? Great analogy. Thank you, Kim. I'm growing into a butterfly. Amen. Thank you. So true. Keep your thoughts positive because your thoughts become your world. Your world is a reflection of your thoughts. So yes, your world is a reflection of your thoughts. Period. I still feel like the same person internally, just older. How old are you? I know that there is a who I am to the core, right? Believe it or not, I've had the same birthday wish. Like, when you blow out the candles, I've had the same birthday wish since I was a little girl, right? There's certain things within me that to the core won't change, right? But I'm definitely a different person. My perspective, my the experience that life has blessed us with, I'm definitely not the same person I was when I was a child. And I think for the better. I think for the better. Now, the core things that they will never change, right? I've always had empathy for people. I've always been um, wise for my age, they said, an old soul, my mom would say. Um, uh, s- uh, Sort of mentally like forgiving of people, emotion. I'm able to get past things. I was very forgiving of people and stuff like that. Um, so those things I don't think will ever change. But girl, I'm not the same. Life, I remember when I went to college and I was like, oh my God, I said, I lived in La La Land. I said, my parents had me living in La La Land because I cannot believe how crazy this damn world is. That's what I was saying. I was like, damn, it was so crazy, you know. There are even still to this day things that I hear and stuff like that that just sort of like, woo, it's unbelievable. I'm like, gosh, I'm learning things and I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, sheltered, very sheltered. My goodness, sheltered. And I've always wanted to see the good in people. I always wanted to see and believe the best in them. And I still do. I don't let a few of them ruin it for everybody. But I understand that some people are crazy. I understand some people are crazy. Okay, and I'm okay with that now. Do you feel similar? I've been sheltered, but I still kind of feel kind of so I don't know. Yeah. I think everybody is able to feel, however they desire, whatever feels true to you, that's your truth, right? As long as it's your truth, then that's what it is. And that's amazing. Let me reply to Peggy. Hi, this is Peggy. You might know. Okay. Um, I need to get these other one-on-ones scheduled for this week too. Um, J Baby, are you on here? You need to get scheduled. Chantel, you need to get scheduled. I gotta put y'all on the schedule for this week. We'll send this invoice. I'll cut this off. Yeah, so sorry. Sometimes I just forget I'm live and I like go into work mode. It's so crazy. Sometimes I just go right into work mode. Do we have any questions? Does anybody have questions for me? Give me some questions because I'm sort of like freestyling it today. We went into the trauma. Um, but let me know if you guys have questions because I would love to answer some questions while I'm on here and before I get off because I was just popping in on you guys. So I usually go on live whenever I feel inspired. I don't really have a set time, but I feel like I need to create a set time for you guys because if TikTok is going to be wishy-washy with telling people when people are live, then it's like I just have to come up with my own thing and go live at a certain time, right? So most of the time in the week, I get on between 6 and 7 a.m. Okay. 6 and 7 a.m. Okay. Sometimes a little earlier, but you can always catch me on between 6 and 7 a.m. Right. And this is sometimes, most majority of the time. Um, and then sometimes throughout the day, I'll just turn on my live and then I'll just work, right? But yeah, I really get on when I feel called to. And the busier I am, I don't get on as much. What are some grounding techniques that I do? Of course, being out in nature, right? Of course, being out in nature. I'm a flip flop and tank top type of girl. I am a true hippie at heart. I could just be fine in jeans or sweats and tank tops and barefoot, right? So now, of course, with the weather being nice, I recommend going out. Um, getting some sunshine, walking barefoot. That's always great for grounding. I love my crystals. A lot of times when I'm talking, I will hold this, right? This is peridot. This is great for people who um, are living in their purpose, right? And that's what I feel like I'm doing, right? So it helps with guidance with that. But I have crystals all on my desk. I have a salt lamp right here that I utilize. Grounding, I do a lot of self love because of this work. I do a lot of self love, right? So I try to get massages frequently. Um, I play with my pets, my cats a lot. They fetch balls and stuff like that. Hey, Lux Streams, how you doing? Um, okay, I'll get to that stuff. So yes, I play with my animals. I sing my favorite songs. I love watching comedies. Okay, thank you. I love watching comedies. So these are some things that I do to ground myself, to lift my frequency. Okay, and to remain present with where I am and what I'm doing throughout the day. Okay. So Steph says, how do you get out of flight, or fight or flight mood? I have a huge question. Why do different deaths feel differently, like traumatic versus not traumatic? What do you mean by that? Why do different deaths feel differently, like traumatic versus not traumatic? I didn't understand that. Okay, and Steph, you said, how do you get rid of the fight or flight? Um, oh, Umbella. Okay. Who's getting shadow banned? Um, Okay, so with fight or flight mode, okay, so you have to one evaluate, why are you experiencing this trauma? It's almost like your body is reacting to some type of, it's a response, right, to your body. Your body's reacting to something. Why is your body reacting to something like this, right? You got to self evaluate what's going on here. When was this established? How did this happen? Type of thing, right? So you evaluate so you can figure out how this program began. Okay. um, it's your body's way of reacting without necessarily thinking about it and processing it, right? So this entails, thank you. This entails you actually training yourself to, instead of respond physically, right? To um, react mentally. Okay. So that's what's happening there. Your body is physically responding to something, right? And you have to figure out why that's happening and then retrain yourself to respond in a different way, right? You got to think about it. You got to process it. You got to reassure yourself that you're okay in those moments, right? Thank you so much, going into a butterfly. Thank you so much. So I hope that that makes sense, but that's the gist of it. That was a good question. I really like that. That was a good question. Somebody else asked something. Um, Sorry, that's my kids playing. Oh, Bella, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you made it. Somebody else asked something else. Oh, something about death. Okay. Yeah, cats do have healing ways. A huge question. Why do different deaths feel differently? Like traumatic or, oh my goodness, that's so cute. Thank you. I got some flowers over here. Thank you so much. Mwah. Love you so much. Yes, maybe the attachment you have in your state of mind at the time. So those, yeah, they are. How do I recognize the deaths as the same? I feel as if his death is like dark rather than others. That is okay. Umbella, light, like. Okay, so Umbella, you're the one that was asking about. Okay, so yeah, when you say it's different, this is an energetic thing, right? So, because you're saying that it's a feeling, it's a sensation. So that means it's energetic. So again, we have to self-evaluate. Who is the person that passed away? How important were they to me in my life? What how did I view this person? What views and judgments did I have towards this person? How did I see this person, right? I think this is what you're asking. Yeah, they're being so loud. They're running around the house, I'm sure. And it's the big brother chasing the little brother. The 14-year-old probably is chasing the 3-year-old. That's why he's screaming. um, light like. So yeah, if you're saying it's energetic, I mean, do you mean yeah, explain more. Losing my grandmother, and I always felt her light, and I find it hard to find light from it. Okay. So I guess you're saying losing your grandmother, when she was alive, you always felt happy, but it's hard for you to feel happy now in her passing. Is that what you're saying, Umbella? I'm so sorry. Let's see. Are you able to come on here and ask? Here goes Lakita. Lakita wants to come up. Hold on one second. Hey, Lakita.
Hi, Nikki.
Hey, darling. How you doing?
All right.
Good.
I didn't want nothing really.
Oh,
I was just gonna say, like, I was in another live, so that's probably why I didn't get the notification. But if it's not going out the way that it should be, it could be that they are suppressing your views or whatever.
mm-hmm.
That's called shadow ban.
Mm-hmm.
And that can come just periodically. I heard one creator say if you like three or more videos or something like that, that can cause a shadow ban, but it's best that you like, comment. If you're just liking a video and going to the next video, or without watching the video fully, and you just go to the next video and like that video, I
You're
think that's
talking
what
about
causes
it's
a
if
shadow ban.
I'm doing that.
No, if somebody's coming to your page doing that.
Oh my gosh, how can we prevent things like that? We can't, right?
No, you can't, but more or less, it's like when you're doing your lives, you can suggest, where if you go and you look at my page or my videos, watch the video all the way through. If you like it, leave a comment or something like that. That'll kind of stop the flow. I
Mm.
don't know. It's just some type of traffic that they have that
Oh.
causes shadow banning.
That is interesting. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I don't know. I'm just sort of going with the flow. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but that's probably why I didn't get it because I was in another live when you came on. A lot of times, if I'm in another room, I may not get it. But if I'm not on TikTok per se, or
Yeah.
I could be on TikTok and not in the room, I would get the notification. But if I'm already in another live, I think sometimes it don't pop up.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes complete sense. Hmm.
But actually, it don't because you still want to be notified that somebody else that you're following is live in case you don't want to be in the live that you're in. You
I
know,
know. I know.
you're in. You
I
know,
know. I know. I know.
so
Yeah, they should
I
do it
don't
the
know.
other way, but they don't. Um, Now, so are you saying that because somebody was saying they didn't even see me live at the top? Like I
Well,
was,
I seen you live once I came out of the live.
okay, you saw me. Okay, good.
What I normally do is, no, actually, I didn't see you on the top because I was strolling the For You page, and that's where
See?
I see you live at. So I tapped
Hmm.
on it and came in.
Okay.
But you can kind of like watch from the outside.
Yeah.
That's what I was, because I had came out of the live and I was strolling through the
Hmm.
Well, what I normally do, I go to that now button because it says I have so many friends that I'm posted there. I go to the now, and then when I go into now, I can see who's live. You know, you see like videos or whatever, but you can also see who's live that you follow on that page. And so that's how I came in the room, and I was like, "Darn, Nikki on, let me go in there."
So
You
how
know,
do people, if they are shadow banned, how do they fix it? Does anybody know? Does it doesn't
I
last
don't know
forever?
that part. Eventually, I think it just goes away. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go into the community thing and read it. That's one thing I never paid attention to was the community notes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Growing into a
I
butterfly. Okay, my darling. See you next
I
time.
go there to figure it out. Um,
Kim
but
D,
yeah,
I hear
going
you.
into a butterfly, come back. I think you said it was your first time in the room. I
Oh
think
no,
there's
she's been
kind
in
of
here a few times.
okay. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but for the newcomers, um, as Nikki say, we all say, you don't just stumble across her lives just accidentally. You know, it's meant. And once you enter the room, you enter into a place of comfort, a place of safety, and also a place of information, intel. Um, I've been here now, I think a month,
Wow.
and time she comes on, I'm in here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's it's a form of one of her steps, which is imprinting, which makes you come back. Once you come in here, it makes you come back,
Yeah.
regardless if the thing she speaks on is repetitive or not. Me being a person who doesn't like repetitiveness, I come here
Mhm.
for the repetitiveness because
Yes.
it gives me um, it
Yes.
gives me the opportunity to fix what I'm trying to fix.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like breaking a cycle. Sometimes you just need a reminder of what it is that we are supposed to be doing. You know what you're supposed to do, but a lot of times we can admit we don't do it. But when you come somewhere and you have a person that constantly reminds you, um, it makes you want to do it. It makes you want to do the work. It makes you want to change. Um, so it's not by a mistake or perhaps that you can't hear it. I always call it divine timing. God sent you here for a reason.
Mm.
Um, and the only way we can't change or fix something if we don't apply the work or the effort in doing so.
Yes.
So that's just one thing I would say. I didn't come up here to talk. I just came up here to get
I
her the
love that.
emphasis on shadow banning. But
Yes, someone, it looks like Lizzie is saying, thank you so much, Lakita. That was so, so sweet. I really am grateful for you. Lakita always, she's been a great supporter and she's one of my mods. She's amazing. Lizzie says how to prevent and remove it. Delete the content that got you in trouble and review TikToks. But see, I haven't done anything. I haven't posted
right,
and
she wouldn't know what it is. She wouldn't per se know what it is that it is if it's somebody going to her videos, watching, and you know, you just don't know. But that's where it comes in, where you start being suppressed. but the creator doesn't know, not unless they know about, you know. I know because I'm in another girl's life who gets shadow banned. They just don't want her on here. So they shadow ban her.
Oh
But
my gosh. But that's okay.
nevertheless,
We're going to focus on, see, everything is always working out for me, baby, and us.
right,
Okay. Ain't nobody going to be able to stop this winner circle stuff. I'm going to tell you
no,
right now. They can try,
no,
but baby, they ain't going to be able to stop. They can slow it down, but they're not going to be able to stop it. So,
no,
us putting our focus on continuing to see the numbers pick back up. I mean, because there should at least be 300 to 400 people up in these lives just listening, okay, at this
yeah,
point, because there was at some point. So I know that this is feasible. Um, so that's what we're going to envision. That's what we're going to see, okay? And I'm not going to worry about it, and I ain't going to stress no more about it. Everything is happening just as it should, for
right.
certain, for certain.
Also, while you're in the live,
Yes.
just continue to tap the screen because sometimes I
Me?
think that matters too. Is like the likes. You have so
Yes.
many likes on one given day, and then one day the likes are lower. So,
Mm-hmm.
just and I always try to put in the comments to continue to tap the screen because the likes
Yes.
does matter. Um,
Yes, yes,
but yeah,
exactly. Because I was
I
reaching like 200K. I mean, it was getting between 100 to 200K likes. And now I'm grateful for these nine. I'm grateful. But I have seen the difference. I'm
yeah,
just not going to dwell on the difference, but I've seen the difference.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
But I don't know, but a lot of people are used to early morning lives and stuff,
Hmm.
and sometimes I don't know, people work many different shifts and stuff, so could be they just don't know you live. And then when you're following her page, make sure you have all your notifications set on all. Therefore, you'll know when she comes live. Some people just don't know. They just follow and don't go and think about turning the notifications on. They just, okay, well, I'm going to follow her. Just because you're following her doesn't give you the opportunity to know when she's live. You have to click that all button in the notification bell. And how you do that is to click on her profile and click it again.